If you live in a state that requires a smog test to get your license plates or tags, I'm about to show you guys something that I see happening a lot, and it's costing people thousands of dollars. Hey everybody, welcome to Random Fix. So yes, it's that time of year when your plates are about to expire and you need to get new tags. And one of the things that you may have to do in order to get your tags is to pass a smog test. And a lot of these smog tests are actually based off the inspection monitors. And basically what that means is your vehicle has a bunch of different monitors that need to be ready. And depending on what state you live in, you may need all the inspection monitors to be ready. In other states, maybe allow you to have 2 monitors that can be exempt. Now let me show you guys the mistake that people are making that's costing them thousands of dollars and why. This video is going to be all about inspection monitors and which code readers or scan tools I would definitely recommend. So this is going to be the AL329, and I'm going to show you guys what this does differently compared to other cheap alternatives you can buy, and these can be found on Amazon. Buying something like this can end up costing you a lot more money than you think. So here I push this button right here. This is for inspection monitors, and for this to work you have to confirm that the engine is either on or the ignition is on. And you can verify that the ignition is on because the check engine light is illuminated. Right now, we can verify all the monitors are ready by the green check marks. There's nothing red. And the grayed out section basically means it doesn't apply. This one doesn't have a secondary air monitor or a heated cat monitor. I'm going to select inspection monitors. Since last cleared, which is the one on the top. And you guys will notice that all the monitors show basically NA or OK. However, pay attention to this EGR monitor. We verified on this OBD2 reader that it actually showed ready and that the EGR monitor applies on this vehicle. However, this particular OBD2 reader is saying that it doesn't apply. If I went to go get an inspection test and the technician went and hooked up the machine, he did the full complete test, charged me the money, he would then fail me because the EGR is not ready. Well, not only am I going to lose the money for that smog test, this is going to get reported to Carfax. If I had a Highline vehicle, that would end up costing me a lot of money, as now the Carfax has something bad on it. And again, this all happened because of a $12 OBD2 reader. It doesn't stop there. And I'm going to show you guys how this actually differs besides the fact that it doesn't even give you the correct data. I'm going to turn off the engine right there. And we're going to pay attention to the screen. And you'll see something not happen, which is basically nothing's going to change here because this particular tool is not going to automatically update every 10 seconds. So what that means is when I'm completing a drive cycle, I have to constantly rescan the system to find out if one of the monitors had gotten ready. On this particular unit right here, every 10 seconds it will automatically refresh. In fact, it's got a mode where it'll beep until all the monitors are ready. And then I can continue my drive cycle, or once it completes, I will stop. Let me show you guys what happens when you turn this ignition off with this plugged in. So there you guys see it. There's no editing right there. Error link. And I've never figured out the exact name of the feature that allows this unit to automatically update every 10 seconds. Alright guys, there you guys go. I showed you guys the mistake that people are making, which is to buy and rely on cheaper OBD2 readers like this, as they can really cost you a lot of money. Again, once the smog test is completed by a technician, it's going to get reported to Carfax. And if you go to trade the vehicle in or sell a private party, the new owner might look at that and say, hey, what's wrong with the vehicle? If this has ever happened to you guys, please share your story. And if there's anything in this video that I have missed that you feel is important, make sure you guys comment down below, as I'm always looking to learn And I'll leave you guys a few videos down below that'll help you with the smog journey. So whether you have a check engine light on or a permanent diagnostic trouble code, I'm going to teach you guys how to go ahead and deal with these situations. And as always, guys, make it a great day.